said, okay, we're going over bulimia, okay? You know, and the only reason why I'm talking about bulimia is because you all be surprised how many people you come across in the halls, or how many people you come across in Walmart that actually have an eating disorder and you wouldn't even realize it. Okay, an eating disorder like bulimia or anorexia is not something where you think, you know, oh man, they're super skinny, they must be anorexic. That's a common misconception. Someone can have a naturally high metabolism and not be anorexic, or be bulimic, or whatever it is, okay? So like I said, bulimia comes from the Greek word bous, which means ox, and then limos, which means hunger. So it's like you have a hunger as big as an ox, or you're hungry enough to eat an ox, okay? More men suffer from bulimia than women between the ages of 14 and 17, okay? Anorexia nervosa is the most common eating disorder in the entire world, okay? It's actually considered an addiction, having an eating disorder, okay? Triggers. The triggers for bulimia can be, hey, you go through puberty, your body changes, having a diet, or any type of diet that you're trying to start, you know, is working, you like the results you're getting, but you don't want to stop, you just want to keep on going. Any life changes, whether it be, you know, hey, you're getting picked on in school, or sport didn't work out, or a girlfriend or boyfriend, you know, just, hey, it doesn't work out. And then activities that require a slim physique. So if you're working at Gap and everyone there, they look like a supermodel or Aeropostale or whatever it is, then you're going to develop a complex like, oh man, I have to look like that to work here. Okay? So that's the definition of bulimia. Okay, the cause of bulimia. You like who you are when you look into a mirror. It's the majority of the reason where it stems from as far as what the actual cause is, okay? You know, people thinking about their appearance, wanting to be a perfection to fix everything. Oh my gosh, I don't like my nose. Or, is this skirt making me look fat? Or, gosh, look at how big my big toe looks in those sandals. I think I need to do something about that. Oh my gosh, my butt looks like J-Lo, or whatever the case may be, okay? Serotonin levels. Serotonin is a chemical that your brain produces that actually has to deal with sleep and how your mood actually is. So if your serotonin levels are like all crazy, then that can actually affect you having not just an eating disorder, but a disorder period, as far as depression, anxiety. Leptin, your body produces fat tissue known as leptin, and then your body releases it into the blood. So if you have a higher or less amount of leptin in your blood, then that can actually cause you to have thyroid issues and have osteoporosis. Okay? Being OCD, depression, being bipolar, ADD, ADHD, self-esteem issues, early self-image issues, you know, are all causes for, you know, eating disorder, bulimia, anorexia, okay? Women that suffer from bulimia, it's about staying how they are or getting to a certain point. With men, it's not about losing weight, it's about how their body is shaped. So guys, what is it with guys that they want to look like that women want? Muscle. With women, what's the stereotypical look for a woman? To be slender and nice figured or whatever, okay? Bulimia affects the body in many ways. You can cause yourself to have esophageal problems, osteoporosis, like I mentioned before. You can have accelerated or decelerated heart rate. You could have brittle hair and fingernails. It can cause your skin to start to thin. And it can also cause your teeth to start to erode from the stomach acid eating away at your teeth and your enamel from you causing yourself to purge the food that you're eating, okay? Eating disorders, anorexia nervosa, like I explained to you all about, bulimia nervosa, okay, binge eating, and orthorexia nervosa. Orthorexia is the state where people have to have food in its purest form. So if I have an apple and I give it to them, they don't want it because it's not the purest form because I took it. Okay? Bulimia is where people binge, eat excessive amounts of food and then purge it. Okay? And then anorexia is actually where someone will actually eat to the point to where they're starving themselves. So basically, they're trying to restrict themselves caloric intake-wise. So like, oh, I can only eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich the whole day because that's what I want, and my caloric intake is just that. So they'll probably cut it into 4 pieces, and that'll be, each square will be their meal for the entire day. So that's someone who's suffering from anorexia. Or someone with bulimia will eat in one sitting, and then purge it all, because they know that's what they're going to do, okay? Treatment and recovery. And most people that have anorexia, or they have depression or bulimia issues, get put on antidepressants because they help stabilize their serotonin levels to help with the chemical imbalance in their brain, okay? Hospitalization and refeeding. So it's almost like a baby all over again, having to relearn how to eat, and, you know, basically someone's feeding them. And there's this method called Maudsley family-based approach. And what that is the parent is the best person to control the food that someone is consuming. So basically it's like a buddy system, you know, hey, I'm here to help you just as much as you're here to help me, okay? Recovery takes time and patience, okay? Therapy. It's a long and hard road to recover from any type of eating disorder, okay? And then people need to be able to identify risks in advance and eliminate triggers. So guess what those triggers can be? Oh my gosh, I don't like how this sugar, okay, stop. And like, I'm sure the sugar looks fine either way, okay, so what, I've got my stomach is kind of bulging out, whatever it is, you know, hey, it's more meal love, whatever it is. But, so if you guys ever know of anybody that's suffering from a disorder or whatever it is, you know, just, you know, let them know, hey, there's help beyond, you know, what they think that they can't get help for. Because it is a serious condition. At one point, I was bulimic. Because when I first joined the Army, you know, they're trying to tell me, oh, you're always going to be overweight, whatever it is. It took me a year and a half to actually get over being bulimic, believe it or not. No, you look like you be bulimic. That's the thing. I wasn't anorexic. I was bulimic, so I was overeating and purged. It took me a year and a half to actually get over it, and then countless months of therapy. So just because you look at someone from the outside doesn't mean that they may not have something internally going on. So that's why you need to be able to have someone to confide in, regardless of what it is, to kind of help you through the process, okay? So, but aside from that, does anyone have any questions, comments, or complaints about what I went over? Who here feels uncomfortable? Oh my gosh, I'm going to go eat 1,000 Twinkies and then